The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. Rocky. He is here. He is in the building, Ship Nation. This is a big deal for us, man. We love this man that is sitting directly opposite us right now. Jordan Mailata, Super Bowl champion. Left tackle. Left tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles is in the building.
I do want to also say his beautiful wife's also in studio too. You can't see her, she's off frame, but
bring that same energy. Yes!
The champs are here. No, man, it is, bro, this is so cool to have you here. You're in New Zealand. You're in Australia at the moment. I don't even really know where to start.
I know where to start. Before when we found out you were coming into studio, we were actually happy for Matua Mark because he is an absolute NFL fan. He's a huge fan of you. We kind of botched the surprise in terms of filming it. We can talk about that. But Matua Mark, in that seat right now, how are you feeling?
I'm elated. And this is going to sound really, really lame to a lot of people. But Jordan, you're a hero of a lot of people and mine. And you don't disappoint. And this is going to
talk about him.
Yeah. You don't disappoint because when you go and meet your heroes, and you're a sports superstar athlete, bro, like you wanna be like, oh. And when I saw you trying to squeeze out of that truck that was parked, you parked close to the wall, I was like, that's him, dude. So, oh man, thank you so much for spending some time with us and with the Shifters, man. It means the world to me, especially.
Just honored to be here. Thanks for having me, boys. This is truly an honor. Wow. I'm a big fan, and I watch it in the States. So
that is. Can we just get that on record? So, like, you do actually watch our stuff and check in.
Not as much as my sister, though. My sister's a diehard.
Yeah, so tell me about this. So the first time I actually met Jordan, sorry guys, we have a history. The first time I actually met Jordan was about this time last year, mate. Remember when you text me and you no?
We FaceTime, you said.
It was about this time last year. It was the draft in the Gold Coast, and I happened to just go to this place. I was walking Winter around, and I see all these green lights. Didn't really think too much of it. We go in there, and you're there. And you're hosting this big party, and I ended up just like kind of getting in line. We caught eyes, and you're like, "Come here!" Skipped everyone. I said, "Me!" And so I walked over. I sat with Nikki for a while, and then we talked after. And you said it was your sister and your family who actually have always been a big fan. We FaceTimed your sister. Just tell us about your family and kind of like the roots of where Jordan comes from.
All right, so I'm one of 5 kids. Mum and dad, full Samoan.
Where are you in the order?
I am number 4, so second youngest.
Okay.
So my younger brother and I are born and raised in Australia, and then my 3 older siblings were born in New Zealand.
Wow. With the
you got New Zealand citizenship though, right?
We'll get to that.
Right.
That's why it's
what I identify as. Okay, that's what I identify as these days. No, but honestly, we basically. The three Kiwi siblings. They're my older siblings.
Where'd they grow up here? Auckland?
They grew up in, I want to say Henderson.
Oh.
West.
Let's say, we'll say Kelston. Just a little bit.
I could have butchered it. I'm pretty sure it's Henderson.
Yeah.
I wasn't born here, so I don't really care.
I don't care.
I don't really care. I do now, but yeah, just born and raised in Australia. Your typical Samoan household, church every Sunday, just cleaning every Saturday morning. That's how we grew up, man. Just close knit family. So 4 boys, 1 girl. Sister's the oldest. Sister was basically like our second mum. So man, typical Samoan family.
100%. And so you get to Aussie, and obviously, like, when does sport even become a thing? Obviously, NFL wouldn't have been like a thing yet.
Yeah.
But like for you, go Aussie, like there's just a lot more support in Aussie around sport and all of that league. So when did you kind of know, like?
Oh man, just Jaden Tongia was one of my primary school friends, and he got me into under 11s rugby league. So that was I was the first one out of my siblings to kind of play league. And I was the first one to get told by my dad that I had no guts and I had no heart because he said I was pulling the handbrake too much. I said, Dad, I look back at it now, I'm like, Dad, I was 11 years old. Man. You tell an 11-year-old that you have no guts and you have no heart. Like, what's going on? It's crazy, man. But I will say, looking back, Dad prepared me for the world, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Prepared me for the world.
So you went to Rabbitohs?
Well, I went from under 11s. I didn't go under 11s to Rabbitohs, but I just played under
Could have fooled us.
I looked like I could play. Everyone was like, check his birth certificate, 11 years old. So I went from just playing grassroots footy and then going through the doggy system. So in doggy system, had a year break. Ended up finding out I had like a heart condition. I had to get 2 procedures done, just an ablation, just to burn out some of the extra pathways on my heart.
Wow.
And then after that year break, just kind of got an offer to play for the Bunnies, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
It is such an amazing story. And especially when you come off the bright lights of what you've just done. Like the Super Bowl, you know, we're changing our days over here. Mark had meetings, we have to shift the meetings. Like it's the Super Bowl. And
Winner.
you're front and center.
A lot of people got to the dance, but they actually got the ring, bro.
They 2-step through their thing as well. Bro, run us through Super Bowl. Like that to win it is incredible. To be at the Super Bowl, amazing. You got Jalen Hurts behind you. You got Saquon Barkley back there now too. Like you got the squad with you. But bro, you're a Super Bowl champion.
Man, it's it's just a real feeling. You know, I think the best way to put it is it's hard for me to explain it or have the right answer for someone. I just put it like this, you know, for me, the aspirations of becoming a Super Bowl champion only started 7 years ago.
Yeah, true.
Whereas for my teammates, it's when they were little kids.
Yeah.
You know, and so for me, it's like, man, this is a great feeling. But like,
what's for dinner?
I'll be honest. No,
but I mean, that's how we are. That's how we are, right? Like it's happened.
But like, there's no disrespect to the game or any of my teammates. But it's just like for me, that's just how it is. You know, like I don't. It's not the same. It's not the same sense of like achievement because it's only started 7 years ago. And this is just me being really real, being honest. Great achievement, love it, but I want another one. Like I've already moved on.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
for me, it's already
Yes.
like I've already like celebrated. It's good. Right, next season.
Can I ask just a question? It's probably a little more NFL eccentric as well, but I think it can relate to any day sport and probably people's lives as well around getting over the hump. Now, the hump that you guys got over was one that is actually it's one that was setting records and was about to win another Super Bowl, and everyone was like, this could be one of the greatest teams ever in Kansas City. So what was going through your head? And how do you get through all the narrative being you guys don't have a chance?
Man, you just be where your feet are at. You know, you gotta, like, it's the most cliche things, the most cliche, coaching tips, like, be where your feet are at, and, focus for 4 seconds is what we say, because every snap is about 4 seconds, every play, 4 seconds, focus for 4 seconds at a time, be present, eliminate distractions, you know, all the most cliche things. That was the message for the last year. So for us, it was like, now that we're at the big dance, just keep practicing what we've been doing for the last year. You know, it's not like we don't have to make the moment bigger than it is, because in reality, it's just the next game. So when you have a lot of guys, you have all the veterans buying into that, it's easy for the young guys to kind of follow your lead and just keep creating that culture. So
sounds like reps. Jordan's been saying this to us as well. The other Jordan, he's been talking to us about when you do reps, when you put good habits and you're just thinking and focusing on those reps, then they turn out to be, man, you should be a coach in the NFL.
I just get the algorithm going, cuz. Can
I just say this? It might be going off topic.
No, we can.
But you guys, for probably a good 3/4 of the season, I listened to you guys' speeches before the game. So you guys become part of my my pre-game ritual. And I'll play the speech that
I'm hanging up.
This is on my mom's life. This is on God. Whatever you guys want, I'll swear up and down on anything. But it's the All Black speech that you guys did a couple years ago. Yeah.
We are the storm, baby. We are the storm, baby.
So I listen to that every game. All the guys are like, what are you listening to? I was like,
No way.
I'll pace around, and I put it on. I play it. I'm very like, I'd say regimented on game day. So like, there's a certain moment when I have to turn it up because I don't like to be turning it up from once we get to the stadium.
Can we actually, and then we'll get into this. Can you actually talk us through your game day from leaving the house? Like, I've always been interested in terms of like what your process is as a player.
Can I start at one earlier? Can you go the night before?
Yeah,
Night before.
it starts the night before.
Can we actually go? Do you remember your Super Bowl game day? Can we just do that?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It's really just the same for every game. But the night before, that's really when it starts. So we have like night meetings the night before a game. So we go in and they have dinner for us, and it's the same dinner.
Or eating. Sorry, you need to take me there. I need to taste it.
Yeah.
I'm like next to you. Like, can I get some of that?
The first thing, all right, I'll do my best ASMR like audio style. audio style.
Close my eyes.
Descriptive style.
Yeah.
So I'll walk in and I'll say, all right, can I get a steak, please? The steak's probably about 32 ounces, which is probably like 500 grams.
Medium rare?
500 grams. I could have butchered that, but like
It's a big boy.
Nah, medium.
I don't
Medium
really.
to well.
They just cook it to whatever.
Yep, nice,
they
grateful.
like. It's like a medium rare. Then I'll go next door to the pasta station.
Oh,
The pasta station. This is the same meal that I've been having for the last 5 years. Excuse me. Getting hungry. Just thinking about it. Big Mac. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have bow tie pasta. Make sure it's pasta heavy. And I'll get both red and white sauce. Less saucy. I don't want it like a soup.
Okay.
So I want more cheesy. I want it to be cheesy. I want it to be like a mac and cheese.
I hear that. Me too.
Right, get that.
Yeah.
Spinach, mushroom, sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes.
Not tomatoes,
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Yes.
A little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, and garnish with a little red pepper flakes.
Oh, beautiful.
And then more cheese.
Yeah. Never too much cheese.
Never too much. Probably why I ended up on the toilet every night.
Okay, so you have your meal. You walk through that.
I'll always have it with a like a Sprite.
Sprite guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I love?
Sprite.
Just hearing like an absolute athlete in his prime Super Bowl winner having Sprite. You know what I mean?
man,
For dinner
yeah.
the night before. That's what I want to hear.
It's
Bro.
like, well, I get an IV the night, like before dinner. So I get an IV before dinner. I forgot to do that. I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Get the IV before dinner.
Get the drip.
Get the dinner. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm hydrated. I can. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I can. I'm good now. I don't really need to drink water. I just have an IV for an hour, so I'm good. Then I have dessert. Dessert's just ice
Man,
cream.
you really eating now.
Bro, so we really have, so like after our meetings, they have like snacks. So they have like ice cream, wings, pizza. It's the most absurd thing out, bro.
And
Our
players are
nutritionist-
eating.
The night before the Super Bowl.
Carb load, right? I get
Not
it.
before every game, bro.
Yeah, come on, lad.
For every game. It's the most big bag stuff out, but we love it.
Absolutely.
It's tradition now. It's just become tradition.
You have snacks after
The
all of
last, all 8 years of this is my 8th year, and I'm assuming this year's going to be the same. It's still going to be the same. Wings, pizza, the night before the game, and ice cream. Wings, pizza, ice cream, cookies, quesadillas.
Oh, quesadillas?
Quesadillas.
Well, you having that after?
No, this is before the game, after the meetings, the night before.
That's it, yes. That's what I'm trying to get to. Where are we
said
in the
before,
night?
after,
I'm
after.
like,
Before,
have
after,
we been
after.
eating the whole day? I'm trying to follow this. So this is just the night before. I'm with you. So snacks.
This is still the Saturday.
Okay.
We haven't even gone to game day. Not even Sunday, game day.
I'm here. I'm right. We got all the time in the
Now
world.
the time has come. So Sunday, wake up, same breakfast. The last 5 years, I've had oh man, it's going to sound so bad.
Come on.
But it's tradition. So
Yeah.
I have, some days it's 6, sometimes it's 8. But I'll go 8 just because it sounds better. I go an 8 egg omelet. I'll go 4 whole eggs, 4 egg whites, spinach, mushroom, cheese, and some sort of protein. So like a chicken sausage, turkey sausage. No bacon.
Nah.
Bacon's bad for you.
Yeah, nah.
8 egg
I'm over here
omelette.
like
You don't put diesel
Wow.
on a
So
Ferrari,
bad
eh? Like, come on now.
Like what are we doing? So greasy.
Leave that alone.
What are we doing? But yeah, I'll do that for brekkie, and then depending on the size of the pancakes, because I need the carbs.
Absolutely.
Like I won't. Well, I used to eat everything, but the last year and a half, I just started prioritizing carbs. So like, because I'm so what's the word?
Hot?
No, it's you know when you have to do something.
Fixated?
When you have to do something because I forgot the word, but you gotta help me out.
Preparation?
Superstitious. Thank you.
Superstitious. Yeah.
yes.
Shout out to wifey.
That's why I married
Yes, that's it.
superstitious, very superstitious. So like I ended up I used to eat everything. I was like, I have to eat everything. I have to eat everything, and I'd be like forcing it down. This is in the morning before the
Game day.
and I'm
Is this because you just don't like leaving food, or like
no, because I'm like in my head, I've told myself you need to eat everything in order to have a good game.
Put on my left sock first, my right sock after.
No, that's I'll get to that. Like
Yeah.
I'm very,
Okay, my
I'm
bad.
very
My
superstitious.
bad.
No, I'm very
We're in the food
superstitious like
section.
that. Yeah, we're still in the food section, bro. It's bad.
Chill, Brooke.
So like, I'll have that, and depending on the size of the pancakes, if it's like you ever had dollar pancakes?
yes.
Right. I'll have 8 of those. If they have, I have 8.
After the 8 egg omelette,
Yeah. The carbs. We need to prioritize the carbs.
we need carbs.
All right. So then after, if they don't have dollar pancakes and they're just massive ones, I'll just have 4 of them.
Yeah.
So then,
Sir-
like the last year, I ended up doing like just like a 3 egg omelet and doing like 12 pancakes. I was like, I need carbs.
I don't need them eggs. What they gonna do on the field?
So then in superstitions, I was like, nah, this. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you
sorry.
good.
Okay.
I was like, man, this. I need carbs. So I just started prioritizing the pancakes and like,
Loading
just
up.
like, but then like still ticking off that superstitious box. Like, I still have some eggs. I'll probably have like half of this 6 egg omelet. And just so I can, in my head, I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, prioritize
Sprite
the carbs.
coffee. Or,
Orange juice.
yeah. See,
apple
morning.
juice.
Got it.
Game day, baby.
So
Come on,
I
it's a different
always,
day.
I always used to have orange juice. And then this year, changed it up. I was like,
Let's get a little spicy.
I'm gonna have a sip of orange juice to tick off that superstitious box, and then I'm gonna wash it down with apple juice.
This is good though, because I know a lot of athletes will have their own mental process, and
dude, it's
they'll
bad.
move it around, in their minds
bad.
how they need to. Right.
Yeah, it's bad. Like sometimes I can't even go out with the boys when we go out to a different city. Boys like, oh, let's go out to eat. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I gotta stay with
I
what I
gotta
know.
The
stick
food's
with-
there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because it's the same food that we get every away game. So it's like, all right, I know what I'm eating. I can't do it.
so you've had breakfast, Jordan.
I'm trying to break it.
Now
this-
it's working.
So this will be, if it's a 1 p.m. game, I'll just have the breakfast. If it's a night game, then I'll have breakfast around 10 a.m., 11 a.m., just a little bit later, and then I'll have just like a sandwich, like probably around 3 p.m. Just one sandwich,
And then boom.
nothing like
Okay.
just one sandwich, not even.
I don't know
nothing
why that sentence makes me
extravagant.
feel sad. Like you're just like, and then I'll just have
Just have
one
one.
sandwich. Like it feels lonely. But this is part of the tradition. This is part of your superstition.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then it's
so
game day.
we started last night. We're still eating.
We had lunch.
Have we done anything for the
Had
game
lunch.
yet? Like the relaxing.
Just relaxing.
And so
Don't
when you
take your
go to
mind
the
off
game, so when you go to the game, what's your, I guess your timeline from getting on the bus to hut?
So, like, people look after you, right? Like, so let's say you're in a. Do you have to like get yourself to the lobby, or like does someone come around, knock on the hotel door, or be like, "Yo, we're ready to go"? Like,
No. So for the home games. So home games,
leave from
you have
home.
to stay at the.
Oh, okay.
You have to, or depending on who you are. If you're a trusted veteran, you can stay at home. But
Are you a
most of the
trusted?
You're
You're
trusted?
You're trusted. You're trusted.
I still stay at the team hotel.
Oh, so you can eat the food.
No, there's no food at the hotel. The food's at the facility.
Ah.
That's why I take it to go box. I just play. But yeah, it's up to the guys to get themselves to the facility. I mean, to the stadium because it's right next door.
Right.
But we go straight out the brekkie. I'll go straight to the field. If I don't have time, I'll go straight to the field. If I do, I'll come home.
And then to the field.
Yeah, see Nikki for a little bit, and then go straight to the field. And sometimes I'll just, if I'm not feeling it that morning, I'll play the speech on the way.
Philadelphia, you're welcome.
You feel like
I'll play
that
the
speech
speech.
just kind of like where we're from?
Yeah,
Like it's just like
and I was like, I'm not even. Zealand. I didn't from New Zealand.
Honorary.
But I'm an honorary
Absolutely.
New Zealand citizen by definition.
But I was watching. So cool to have the breakdown. I was watching. I think we all saw the Bane impersonation. And I was watching this guy. I was like, man, what an elite trash talker.
I'm really not.
Well, come on, bro.
I'm really not.
And you put the voice on and everything. That was incredible. When you play, who do you use the greatest trash talker in the NFL right now?
In the NFL right now, nah, man, he just retired for us. It was definitely Brandon Graham. Not really many people that we go up against that really talk trash.
Really?
Yeah, nah.
It was just you out there.
Well, I mean, who's supposed to talk trash to the Eagles O-line? You know what I mean? Like, who's talking trash to you guys?
Nah,
They're getting washed.
We just laugh. We just laugh.
That's trolling the way.
Yeah, it's more
Facts,
like trolling. Like
Like,
it's not like trash talk. It's like if you get one on me, all right, I'm gonna get one on you. And it's just laughing.
Was that planned? The Bane one?
Nah, man.
That was in the moment. That was.
You know when you get really tired and you start like seeing stuff, start saying stuff.
I was wondering what was good. But it was
That's just came out of nowhere. It's like,
How does it go?
Come on, baby.
I want to hear you.
I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body?
or your body.
That was him, bro. That's his one.
I was
I was wondering. Well, oh my. What was that?
Victory has defeated you.
You think darkness is? Oh, shut up!
Jar Jar Binks, shut the hell up, bro.
I felt like we were trying to have a.
Shut your damn mouth, bro. Jar Jar Binks. I was born in the dark. Book. We got a man right here. Misa born in the dark. Shut up, bro. Woo.
Can I ask a question about
Yes, Mark,
Lincoln
please.
Financial
Get me
Field,
out of here.
the home of the Philadelphia Eagles? I know that there are some teams that have brand new stadiums. We recently visited the Raiders' new stadium.
Speaking of that, I heard you guys are Raiders Nation.
Well, we were hosted.
we-
You know what I mean? You roll out the
No.
red carpet, you give us a kai. What were we supposed to do, bro? We never got the invite from the Eagles. I'm getting defensive right now.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
sorry.
were
But
there.
I'm saying I'll switch. That's all I'm saying.
So I just was asking the Raiders Nation. I just heard through the grapevine. That
Yes.
you guys are Raiders Nation.
I was Carolina Panthers. Well, yeah, keep pounding. We were. It's been probably 20 years of watching them get pounded. And
That's crazy.
yeah, but no, it was nice to see a brand new field in Allegiance Stadium. But can you tell us a bit about Philly fans? Because I know in America, notoriously the Philly fans are the toughest on their athletes. But how have you found them? Like you know, what is it like? And tell us a little bit about Lincoln Financial Field.
I think Philly fans get. I think other fan bases hate on Philly fans because it's just a few because of a few rotten apples. Every fan base core has a few rotten apples, but when it comes to Philly, it's like you see one bad Philly fan. It's like every Philly fan is bad, and that's not the case. You know, Philly fans are great. They're awesome.
They look amazing.
The diehard fans, they're diehard. They'll come out every time I walk past a fan or meet a fan, it's like, my family's been season ticket holders for 25 years. I've had these seats in row section 135, seat 25 to seat 35 for about 50 years. That's been in my family.
It's religion, right? Like
It's a religion.
Yeah,
but like,
that's
that's
perfect.
like man,
All I can see is Jordan with his takeaway box like, cool, can I
Can I eat now?
I love that, Roger. Can I go to the game now?
No, man, but man, honestly, Eagles fans, man, the best.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best. I'm not just saying that. It's because they hate you, but they love you. And when they love you,
They love you.
they love you, bro.
that sounds like
They
family.
love you.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Man.
that sounds like family to a certain extent, where they're not afraid to tell you.
They're not afraid to tell
but they
you.
love you. They tell you.
Like
as
I
well.
remember, this is my favorite story to tell about a Philly fan. I remember driving. I was leaving the facility and I saw a Philly fan. This was like 2023, so it was during the downfall of our season. So we went 10-1, and then we started losing like 6 games in a row. And leaving the facility, and it was just after Christmas. So we had released our second Christmas album. And I'm leaving the facility, and I have my window down, and all I hear is like, Jordan. So I'm like, oh. It's like, stop singing Christmas carols and learn how to pass block. I was like, screw you, man. I was like, God, I couldn't help. I was cracking up. I was like, you know what? Man,
6 losses.
I was like, oh, personally, I think I've had a great year. I was like, I know what you're talking about. I've been having a good year. Like, but
check the stats.
That is hilarious. That the man just yelled at me to stop singing Christmas carols and learn how to pass block. Oh man, I couldn't help but just cry from that. Like I was laughing, but that's what I'm saying. Like these fans will tell you
how it is.
How it is. Even when we go out to dinner.
Well, they must love you right now then. Though.
No better time to tell somebody, you know.
Like, come on.
I will say this: as long as you're respectful to the fans, as long as you're respectful, I'll talk to you all night. But the moment you cross that line,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
When we went to America, like I think from being from where we're from down here in the Pacific, and you go to like every time we go to America, I always feel like the scale of this place. But then the way they love sport is like religious, eh? It's like. It's crazy to deal with. Like, there must be some crazy things you've seen. Got any crazy fan stories?
Yeah, just walking in, not even walking in, just like driving on the bus. And when you're driving, you got to drive through because you know how the stadiums there, they're just surrounded by parking lots so they can tailgate. Which I also think, you know what, man, we gotta talk about that. New Zealand, Australia, you need to do better.
We don't have the population, bro.
We need to do better to be able to do things like that, tailgate before games.
Oh, there was 11 people at the last Blues game. You know what I mean? Like, I've been telling them for years, shut the rest of the stadium down. Put them all in one section, you know? We got 11 people in a 60,000 stadium, you know? We like the people. We got to do better, but man. The culture, eh?
The culture is different.
It's an event, like sorry to interrupt. The time in Arizona, we got to do a tailgate party. Watching it wasn't the greatest of games. It was a Cardinals Seahawks game. It was out in Arizona, and they had the entire parking lot was full of people there. But it was an event. It was an 8-hour event. By the time they'd turned up 4 hours beforehand, and then they'd also watch the game, it was worth the money. Whereas in Aotearoa here, like you can go to Eden Park. If you're going to a sports game, you pay a pretty big price, and then all of a sudden you go into the game, and then you leave the game, and that's it. Whereas Americans, like it's a daily, like a Sunday event.
It's a way of life.
And that's why people, I can see why it's so, and I would love it to be done more here.
100. I feel the same way. Even just in Australia, just seeing that's the one way to grow the sport is just increase the fan interaction. And
we do actually have something on Sunday where people invest a lot of money and then go home, but it's called church. So we just need to change. We just need to change that a little bit. So you know important. What I mean? Jordan, I want to ask. Obviously, the genesis of your story starts down here. One of 5 siblings, Samoan parents. There is that Super Bowl winner now, and just as your journey has progressed and you've been able to become a champion, how does it feel being Jordan now? Because I know I'm friends, very close with one of your mutual friends and some other people, and the way they talk about you, bro, is like it's always such it's not even a surprise for them, but it's always a great feeling that you have not changed, and that even though your world has changed, the net worth has changed. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel to be you, and how does it feel to be Jordan right now amongst all that?
I mean, I'll be real. It is nice to hear that. That some people think I haven't changed. Because there are some people in my family who think I've changed. Wow. And it's just like, why? Because I said no. And for me, it's like, yes, I know I haven't changed. Yeah. So like I do everything I can to remain deeply rooted to who I am and who I was before. But there are certain things that I can't do anymore because of one, I don't even want to say it like that. No, the person that I've become, exactly. like the who I am. I still see me as La Fonga. That's my Samoan name. From growing up with my siblings from Bankstown. That's who I still see myself as. But there's me as who I am now, who I have to protect my name. I have to protect my name. So there's certain things that I just can't do that I just won't allow happen because of one. I don't want to take a hit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
people don't empathize that with notoriety and fame. They don't empathize that the environments and the spaces that you go into, it's not whatever may happen in that space. Yeah. It's what you constantly have to be aware of, the choices that you make. And I think family is a hard one. You brought that up in terms of, why is that important to you to protect like who you are and your name?
This is where this little spotlight, even being here with you guys. I mean, this is just like a mini school part of your life. Like I only have so much time to generate wealth, health, and whatever this platform that I have now in the NFL can give. So for me, it's just all about maximizing the opportunity that I have in this short amount of time that I have in it and on it. So, like just making the tough calls, the tough decisions to no, yes, no, oh, okay. Now that I can think for myself, because it's never been that way. I've changed. Like, come on.
I actually heard,
but it is nice to hear that.
Yeah, no,
from
definitely.
guys who aren't that close, to like my inner circle, not like inner circle, but like my immediate family, or my immediate.
Yeah, I've heard it expressed quite a lot though. Like, funny enough, I've heard Meek Mill say it from Philly. I was
going to go with it. Yeah,
where he was saying, when you do well for yourself, people will tell you in your circle you've changed, but not realizing they've changed in terms of
they never asked for anything
what
before.
they expect. All of that.
But that's natural.
100%.
That's
the belly of the beast, right?
And that sometimes it's not really the burden that you have to bear, but it's just like something that you have to share. You have to like kind of teach. But most of my family, my immediate family is great.
Loved it.
My extended family.
I
am.
No, you are.
But it's to your point. You're still young, like 28.
Yeah,
you're 28, which is crazy to me. Like you've been doing this for so long. It feels, and you are a vet too at the same time. But you still got time in the game. Like Jason Kelsey, good friend of yours. He was playing for a long, long time. Like, how long do you want to do this thing for? You don't know just yet. You've ticked a big box, which is the Super Bowl. Like, what's the 5-year, 10-year plan?
I think I'm very blessed to have 4 years left on my contract.
Go 4 too.
Or 3. I got maybe 3. After this year, maybe 3. I can't remember. No, yeah, 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. Had
I love
contract
it.
with wifey.
There's been some checkbacks to see if wifey's confirmed. I love that. That's a good relationship right there. That's a good.
It's in the eyes.
So yeah, just finish this out and see what happens. The body's holding up okay. I think it's a lot. It's a lot that people don't see. When we're on the lights, camera action, that's one thing. But then what you have to deal with schedule wise, free time. Like we've just spent the last 5 weeks being everywhere.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Talking Super Bowl.
Here, there, and everywhere. I'm not even talking Super Bowl, just here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
And we go back in about 3 weeks.
And then you're straight back into camp.
Yeah, I'm talking about we get back to work in 3 weeks. So, it's just like our off season is so limited and trying to make the most of it. So, yeah, I finished this contract. I feel like we'll
see what happens then.
Yeah.
What about your What about your teammates? Where you're with for us, I mean, we've got a certain kind of sense of humour down in this part of the world, and I knew it with my. It's always the Americans might not necessarily get that sense of humour all the time, but are there any teammates in particular who you just they just get it? And is it you getting more of their sense of humour, or are they getting yours?
Definitely my O-line. My boys on the O-line. So they just
look like a vibe, bro.
They get the humor. Landon, Cam, and Lane. They get my humor. So it's actually really nice to have guys who kind of understand my humor and they
can speak the language.
Oh, they speak it all.
Did you ever have some days when you first got there and you were just laughing at yourself, like mocking everyone in your head?
Yeah,
You know how no one gets our jokes and you're just like,
All right then.
Nobody got my jokes. And I was like, okay, you guys must not like comedy here.
Tough crowd.
I was like, is it because it's dark humor? you guys can laugh at dark humor, right? It's not racist.
Bro, one kind of talent that I think we've all kind of seen lately, and it was pretty cool to find out yesterday that you were on The Masked Singer as well.
You found out yesterday?
I found out yesterday. I should have known that because we.
Thanks for joining us.
Closely. I was like, he was on The Masked Singer. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that. But you have this talent, and Kelly Clarkson was talking about it the other day. Who we just look at like, well, she can go. She's got pipes. When you hear like a Kelly Clarkson say, "Oh, this man can sing," it's like a hidden talent that you have. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was cool. I'm not gonna act like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh, wow.
I was very humbled by it. Did not expect that. Did get to meet Kelly Clarkson backstage of the Jimmy Fallon show, right after the Super Bowl.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. Then, I guess having her talk about me in that way was pretty humbling and pretty exciting. But yeah, I don't know how else to feel.
Yeah,
It's just like, it's just like
I'm a non-singer, bro, so I would,
I'm surprised you haven't asked, but are we allowed to ask, like, have you met, what's Taylor Swift like?
I haven't met Taylor.
Why don't you ask it?
Why not?
It's the wrong team.
I know, but
She is-
Kelsey, there's
many-
a link
how many
there.
degrees are
There's
we
a,
doing?
there's a link there to the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've not met.
I think she's average. I was asking for Brooke.
That's crazy.
Is there
I actually love her, bro. I think
crazy.
she's so
I
amazing,
never got
bro.
it. I've never got it.
That's crazy.
He
gonna hit
What?
See, I can't hit you, but he can hit you.
First off.
Yeah, see, he can hit you. I
OG
can't, bro.
Swift. Come on,
Yeah,
OG
bro.
Swift.
I'm a Swiftie, brother.
Hey, OG Swift.
It couldn't be me. But hey, look, I was just asking,
Anyone famous you have met that you've been like, whoa? I always love asking that question, but I don't.
Yes.
I don't reckon you're one of those people that go, whoa, or are you?
Nah, I am.
Wifey's nodding in the background.
So I grew up watching Gordon Ramsay like a lot.
So
random. So random, right?
There's free view TV when we were young. Hey, what?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Hell's
That's what I'm
Kitchen.
saying. Hell's Kitchen, even the Master Chef.
Come on now.
Yeah, but growing up watching Gordon, I was like, all right. And I remember just watching, like, I'd go on YouTube and he'd be like, here's how to make scrambled eggs, the perfect fluffy scrambled
Heaps
eggs.
of butter.
He's like, what you want to do is you want to take the pan on, 30 seconds, put it off, stir. You don't want to add seasoning until the end of, anyways.
Jordan's like, that's not 8 eggs.
So really, I loved Gordon Ramsay growing up. And then I had the opportunity to do something in the off season, and we're blessed to meet Gordon Ramsay.
The man himself.
And I was starstruck. Like
Gordon Ramsay was the one?
Well, I forgot every bit of conversation that I had. I couldn't even ask for a photo.
This dude's a big back for real, eh? Like, the Super Bowl winner, we could have lost his words with a chef. You probably met actors, singers, but
No, man, but it's just like that's just the one guy. Because I wanted to, at one point in my life, when I was a young boy, I wanted to become a chef.
Oh, yeah.
Proper big back stuff. But and I looked at Gordon Ramsay, and so once that dream didn't really pan out, and met Gordon, that was kind of crazy. And
cool.
if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't have a photo with him.
Shout out to wife.
And I was like, what did I say during that conversation? I just completely forgot. That was the first time I've ever been like that. No. Privileged to meet The Rock. He was cool. He was awesome. Met
is he
him
the
at
man?
Vegas
He
last
seems
year.
like he'd be the man.
The man.
He's the man.
Thank you for saying that.
But the man.
Yeah.
And it was just
Sup,
it was just a shame because I feel like our conversation was kind of just like we couldn't really like
In
lay
passing
anything
almost?
down.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't in passing. It's just there was like 30 bloody
Yeah.
cameras
Oh,
around
right,
us.
So you
Just
can.
like pew, 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 pew,
Yeah.
recording. I'm just like, man, can't I just have a conversation with my uncle? Jesus.
Exactly.
Can't I just have a conversation?
Exactly.
Why is everyone trying to record this
I
conversation?
know.
Bloody hell.
That's
So that that was pretty cool too.
Has there been anyone you met and you're like, damn, I wish I didn't meet you?
Oh, don't do that.
Nah, I know because I can see there's a story there. You don't have to say. I just thought I'd ask. You know what I mean? I mean, no one listens to this. We're just
Don't give us names.
Podcast bottom of the world. It's not gonna go on Instagram or anything.
No, I didn't really get to meet this person, but if I ever did, I'd give her a piece of my mind. Herm.
Him or her.
Him or her. I can't remember.
See, I knew you met Taylor Swift and didn't want to say.
You're crazy.
Nah, we good.
I said I didn't meet this girl.
Beautiful.
That's all right.
Bro, well, thank you so much for stopping by. We obviously know that you're super busy. There's so many things going on. It's a very short amount of time that you're in New Zealand. So
We always wrap the show up, though, with something, don't we?
We do.
Like, we always wrap it up with a song.
We,
you know
we,
what I mean?
we
Like,
do. That's like it's.
you know, we always kind of go out with a song.
It's a guess thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a.
You gotta just.
Jordan Mailata! Morning shift!
That's a high key.
We're gonna have to go down the key for it.
That's a high key, man. I'm not actually Stevie Wonder.
Can we drop the key?
It's the morning show. It's the morning show. My voice isn't even.
No, I hear you.
The
I hear
morning
you.
shift.
I hear you. That's we'll edit that out too.
We'll just edit it with the "We Are the Storm."
100%.
We are the storm.
Just to echo Brooke's thoughts, bro. Thank you for coming into our space and actually making us feel so relaxed and making us feel good. You know what I mean? You're a superstar, but you just are so normal and so humble. Thank you also to your wife for coming in and helping us do this today. It's been an absolute honor and privilege.
Inspiring, brother.
I wish we could talk longer, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
We'll be back.
Let's go eat, baby.
Mato Mike, you want to say goodbye?
It's been emotional. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
brother.
Yeah, thank you. Nah.